Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. If anybody's watching this, come up on the sidebar chat and say hello. Hello, Linebarger93. You know you misspelled hello, son. How do I sound? You gave it away. How's the picture? Well, hello, Vanessa Kitty. How are you? Might have to put the other camera on next time I do this. Well, thank you. I'm just kind of testing this just to see how it works. Cool. We're going to call this the test of the Old Soldier Broadcasting Network. I'm glad. I'm glad. Now let's see. Memory serves me right. You're retired Air Force. All right, Connecticut, Northeast. Awesome. Want to get up to New England someday and see the sights. I hear it's beautiful in the fall time. The first commenter above, that's my son. Yeah, my dad was medically retired in 1961. The Army, I wanted to give him 30%. He said, well, I'll just stay on active duty, and then went to a board and they finally bumped him up to 60%. They permanently medically retired him. But a blue ID card's a blue ID card. Yeah, I'm at 100% rating on the VA side of things. I know I can know what you mean about being busted up and then shipped out. Yeah, I started at 60, and when they wouldn't treat me, I said, "Well, the VA is not going to treat me. You're going to pay me," and I worked my way up to 100% total and permanent. But yeah, I'm just checking out how this live stream stuff works. I'm all new to this YouTube stuff. I thought I'd go on here live right quick for a few minutes just to see who's out there. Nice. Yeah, mine started with just mostly my back and neck giving me issues, then chronic fatigue set in. I'm glad you're watching too. I appreciate that. Thank you for your subscription. I'm humbled by that. This is pretty cool. All right. And we're at the 6 minutes and 12, 13, 14 second mark. All right. Doesn't look like I'll get my 2 mile walk in today because the bottom's about to drop out here. Oh, bless your heart. Hopefully, they got some things that have eased all your aches and pains. You said I've got a messed up lower back and neck, chronic fatigue and chronic pain that's set in, Gulf War syndrome. But hey, take things one day at a time and keep pushing forward. Yeah, usually in the evenings I'll walk with my dog. I got a little 2 mile track on our little spread here that we walk. But with it looking like it's about to thunder and basically the bottom drop out, we're going to stay in today. But tomorrow, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, we're going to do a range video. Hmm. I hate to hear that. I'll keep you in my prayers and my thoughts. Gotcha. I was on a cane for about 5 years to have my back surgery. And occasionally, if it gets cold enough or my arthritis flares up enough, the cane comes back out. But I manage most days now. That and lots of pills. Yeah, I love the Air Force. The Air Force flew me everywhere in the world and never wanted to go. Yeah, I know the feeling. Yeah, yeah. Well, my daddy, his first airplane ride involved him not landing with the airplane. My dad grew up in East Tennessee during the Depression, and when he joined the Army or when he got drafted, he decided to volunteer to go airborne. So his first plane ride involved going up, but coming down, not sticking around for the landing. But I always like the dining facilities on Air Force bases. Good chow, good times. Oh yeah, the box lunches y'all served on your flights were awesome. We did back in '95, I think it was. My unit did 2 parachute jumps into Andrews Air Force Base, back to back Saturday Sunday events, and each time the planes that dropped us would land and pick us up. And when they picked us up, they'd have these box lunches that they'd brought with us from Pope Air Force Base. And let's see, the Saturday one was ham sandwich and some chips and stuff. It was good. But the Sunday one was fried chicken. Thought that was pretty awesome. Navy galleys are good too. I don't know if you ever got to eat in a Navy galley. Navy galleys serve good food too. Yeah, that fried chicken was especially that was the day I hit the side of the aircraft going out and had a pretty rough landing. It had stormed all night the night before, and I come in and I did a backwards landing with the wind. It was not a good hair day for me that day. And I walked off the drop zone, but I was pretty black and blue the end of the day. Um, but yeah, I went out and I smacked the side of the aircraft something fierce, and it hurt. I might have left a dent in the airplane. Crew chief might not have been happy with me afterwards. Redstone Arsenal. I've been there a lot when I was a little boy. My dad would he would take a job or two down there every now and again. We'd drive down there. Loved going down to Huntsville. He'd do a job. He'd drop mom off at the commissary, and then when all got said and done, we'd go to the Space Museum. Yep, I've got some friends that are at Fort Sam Houston now. Been to Maryland a couple of times, just TDY. When I was on recruiting duty, my brigade, the brigade I belonged to, the recruiting brigade I belonged to, was out at Fort Meade. Maryland's a strange state. You got some really, just hard to explain. Yeah, I'm sitting here holding my laptop in my lap. There we go. Elmdorf Air Force Base. I had a friend of mine that was stationed up there. What's the Army base adjacent to Elmdorf? But he was a part of the airborne battalion that was in Alaska years ago. Oh wow, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna give away my age. I was still in junior high in 1982. I joined the Army in '87. Joined in '87 and I retired in 2009. Sitting there watching diners, drive-ins, and dives on TV. I'm getting hungry, even though I had a big lunch. Fort Richardson, yeah, that was where my buddy was at. I never made it there, but I heard the place you don't want to be stationed is Fort Greely. So that one's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, this was what Guy Fieri, Guy, however you pronounce his last name. He's got that wild hair, but some of the places he goes to, they really make some dishes just make your mouth water. Yeah, like I said, I didn't hear bad things about Greeley. I just heard it's out in the middle of nowhere and that it gets real cold. When I was in Germany, the wet cold when I was there seemed like it stayed cloudy 9 months out of the year, cloudy and wet. Cool. I'm gonna get off here for right now. I just wanted to test this out. Vanessa, Kitty, I appreciate you coming up and letting me know you're there, and I've enjoyed this conversation. But now I kind of got this an idea of how this works. Oh, we got Jim Bear there. Jumped in at the last minute. I'm getting ready to sign off. Well, hello, and how do I sound, Jim? Cool, brother. Appreciate it. Well, look, everybody. Vanessa, Kitty, thank you for the conversation. I really enjoyed it. Now that I kind of got the idea how this thing works, we're going to do some more of these in the near future. But what I'll probably do on these, I might actually bring one of my books of poems out and read straight from the book to you guys. But it's been a pleasure, and God bless. Take care. And this is the old soldier. Until next time.